you know, and I've asked a couple of people, I've got a couple of stupid people, I said, aren't we enabling people to not embrace the whole thing of being an American? Shouldn't you learn to speak English? And the people I've talked to said, well, yeah, you are. But what about the communication? I said, well, that's why we're here. That's why I'm trying to say, you know, somehow we got to get to the point someday that we're all Americans, you know. And when you come to America, you're an American. You've come from Cuba, but you're an American, and you're not necessarily a Cuban. You've come to America, and your background may be different, but I think it's really special to be an American, personally. And here I am, white male, you know. I've never had a mentor, but I've had a billion jobs, been fired from a couple, anyway, and had, you know, hit the University of Hard Knocks. But I just say, I'd ask you that. Do you think we should just publish in English?
Could I take
And
that
let people
question?
taste one another?
You
Let
bring
people
up-
try to train one
You
another?
bring up the number one question that I address every year in New York City with the Hispanic community.
Mhm.
And I'll give you a simple answer. How big is your market size? And what is that equal to your revenue base? And I can assure you that if you were to do the analysis and look at your Vietnamese market and say, okay, how many letters are we sending out? What do they represent to my bottom line? That will answer your question. It's all about the bottom line. You know, the reason why companies like HP and Dell do collateral in Spanish is they're targeting the entrepreneur Hispanic who just came from Latin America, whose English is not that great yet, but they're buying computers.
So you're just trying to meet people where they are.
That's
Right.
right. You're meeting it
Exactly.
in a common place. And again, I am very greedy. I'm looking at it from dollars. Yes, ma'am.
And it's about making people feel comfortable. So it may be about language, it may be about dress, it may be about food. Whatever it is, you're saying, I see you and I accept you into this culture even though you're not fully embraced in it. And when I invite you in, then there are other parts of it then that person gets to learn and experience. But if they're on the outside and language is their barrier, then they're never going to get to you.
But
They're
I want to
never
just
gonna
touch
get
on
to
something. When it involves money, I want to make sure that I am well educated on the decision I'm about to make. So if I don't speak English and you're asking me to buy your services, I may not buy them from you because
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm buying.
I'm not talking about going outside. I'm talking about going inside my company.
No comfort.
You know, it's all about trust. You know, again, it's a question, I'll be honest with you. It's inside of IBM, we have one international language, which is English. All of our employees all over the world have to learn English because that's the language we communicate in.
Mhm.
But inside of those, in China, we still have collateral in Chinese. And here in the United States, we still have collateral that's available in Chinese if they want it. Does it impact our business? Not really.